Yeah. I'm sure
Okay, so then what would you say to Dean? Because what would you say to Dean? Answer that question.
Okay, you're kind of trying to like go around my point. The
No,
point
what
is
I'm
you
trying to
would
say
not
is,
debate.
what would you say
Anyone-
to Dean,
anyone
and you
like,
won't
say,
answer the
Nick
question?
I'm not understanding what your question is.
If Dean asked you the same question I just asked you, what would you say in response?
I'm sorry, I didn't. I guess there was a question I missed. What was your question?
Yeah, the question is that, like, how can you apply that standard when Dean himself has debated Nick Fuentes and destroyed him and eviscerated him? You said that people on the left won't debate everyone, right? When he literally did.
Right. Oh no. Yeah. So if you're asking me that if you're trying to make the point that not all people are like that because Dean debated Nick, you're right. So I'm not trying. Obviously, it's not a monolith. Not everyone on the woke left is to that point, but a big substantial portion of it is. Most people.
But could you say that about the right as well? Why do I barely have guest requests? Because these people are unwilling to debate me. It's not because MAGA doesn't exist. They do exist. They're still prevalent. It's just that they're unwilling to debate me to the same degree. Before the election, I used to have way more guests for the same level of viewership. Okay, so it is now that Trump supporters are less willing to come and debate me on the streams.
Well, I mean, that could be a function of the fact that Trump is losing so much support, and so people can't, don't want to argue about it because.
But there are still a bunch of MAGA and right-wing supporters, and they don't come up to debate me.
Do you really want to come up here and defend Epstein? I mean, who's going to want to do that?
Exactly. So why are you up here doing that?
Well, I'm defending Epstein?
You just said that. You just said that was the characterization. So if you want to use your own characterization of the state of affairs, then yeah.
I'm telling you from what I've noticed, the argument eventually goes there. So I mean, right now he has very low approval ratings. You're not going to find a lot of people who are going to be saying, "Oh yeah, I agree with everything Trump says." So I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, one of the reasons why you probably got a lot more debates before is because Trump had a higher approval rating, and there's more people willing to defend him, especially because they're going to vote for him, right? So
no, I don't accept that argument, because think about this. 1/3 of the country approves of his administration. That means 1/3 of people likely seeing this stream, right, will support him. So you're telling me 1/3 of the people, which is over 1,000 people just in this TikTok stream, okay? You're telling me that none of them will send a guest request? Almost none of them, right? You're telling me that not even 10 Trump supporters will join the queue.
I think. No, I get what you're saying, but I mean, I don't think there's 1,000 people here to support Trump. I think most of your audience is probably very liberal, and people who are on the conservative side are probably just coming up here to troll you, which is what I've noticed the last 5 minutes before I started talking to you. So I mean,
so do you see how they're more willing to troll than they are willing to debate? So wait, what was your whole point here? I'm making the point that the right is unwilling to debate.
No, I mean, I don't think that's true. I mean, if
then why was Charlie Kirk terrified of debating Dean and I?
I mean, he did. Why was he terrified of debating Nick Fuentes? He never debated Nick, and Nick Fuentes always wanted to debate him. So because again, people have this. It's on the right too. I'm not saying it's restricted to the left. I mean, yeah, same thing with.
I think the difference would be that Nick Fuentes.
Because.
Do you want me to tell you the difference? Nick Fuentes is an extremist, right? We're not extremists. We're literally like progressive liberals.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, obviously there's a liberal, what's it called? Liberal hegemony in our society. I mean, most people tend to have liberal views, even if they're conservative. So, yeah, I mean,
so his whole thing is debating college students that are liberal.
You guys have
right? That's literally what we are. We were liberal college students, so like that's his demographic to debate.
Okay, and you're saying you're asking me what a person that's not around anymore, why he didn't debate you? I don't know.
I'm asking you, like, if conservatives are so willing to debate, why would the largest conservative not debate? Same thing was true with Ben Shapiro, by the way. Like, I tried to get in contact with Ben Shapiro to debate him, absolutely zero response. Right, and that was after
he's not gonna like.
Let me just clarify that.
You say about Israel, probably.
Of course he wouldn't, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't debate, right?
I don't think he likes.
Or you shouldn't debate. Sorry. So like I directly talked to and went through the manager right, that he has, and I talked to him directly and went through his manager, and absolutely zero response from the manager.
Yeah, because the conversation is eventually going to go to the Gaza war, what Israel's doing, what our relationship with Israel should be.
Doesn't he debate that all the time?
All things probably he doesn't. If he does, I haven't seen it. Maybe I should.
He did on
go
Jubilee
his channel and look at stuff.
He tried to argue that October 7th wouldn't have happened if Trump were in office.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to defend Israel. So.
Well, I think you agree that's an absurd take, right? That October 7th wouldn't have happened if Trump were in office? Come on.
Yes, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's obviously absurd.
Okay. Well, anyways, that's the only reason I want to come up, just kind of give my take on why, at least on that, maybe you think it's a small issue. I think it's kind of a big issue.
Can I ask you more broader questions about this? Because I have more things to say about that.
Sure.
Yeah. So then, is there anything Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him?
If we left the war in Iran and left Iran as an oil hegemon of the world, controlling 20% of the world's oil, yes, I would.
Well, you want to swing funny?
Stop supporting him.
Trump said we're out of the war today.
He said that a few times. I don't know if that's...
No, he literally said that today because the War Powers Act is over. The 60 days is over, and he's claiming that the ceasefire is in effect. The war is done, actually. That's what he's claiming. So if you agree that...
Tomorrow will be something different.
So then if you agree that if he ended the war, you'd stop supporting him, well, then it seems like you stopped supporting him.
Well, we'll see. I mean, you may be right. We'll see in a week or two. But I just think, I personally, I just think he's lost. I think he made a mistake going in. But unfortunately, we are in it now, and we probably need to escalate it and hopefully we can do it through negotiation. That'd be best. Obviously, I don't want people to die necessarily. But we can't leave Iran as an all hegemon of the world. That would not be good for us because we've fucked around with Iran a lot. We've done a lot of bad things.
So how do you limit that from happening?
Well, hopefully, really good negotiation. Anything's better than what we got right now. I mean, we're better with the JCPOA at this point. Anything's better than what's going on right now, which is Iran is controlling the Strait of Hormuz. So I'm okay. I know to him it would be a poison pill, perhaps, but for America's interest, he needs to do what's in America's interest, and even some watered down JCPOA is better than what we got now.
Okay, so the Democrats established better conditions with Iran. So then, if you agree with that, then why do you support Trump?
Well, because we're in it now. I was not happy when I heard. I was actually watching TV when the news broke that we had attacked Iran, and I literally stayed up all night watching the news coverage, and I was incensed, livid. I don't know what other word I can use that he had done that, because I'm not going to say I foresaw this happening, but I knew it was going to be difficult to wrest control of the Strait of Hormuz from Iran just based on what I had read, and so kind of my worst. What I thought was the worst thing that could happen happened, and so now I'm in the point of I support his decision to do a ceasefire, try to negotiate, but we're in a horrible position right now as a country.
Yeah. So if you agree that Trump put us in this horrible position, what's left to support?
Well, for good or bad, he is our leader. He is the president.
Let me clarify. If the election were held today, Harris versus Trump, who would you rather vote for?
At this moment, I think I still vote for Trump. We'll see what happens with the Iran war. Because hopefully we get a good result with the Iran war. There's still almost 3 years left of his a little less than 3 years left of his term, so I don't think it'd be fair to judge him on 1/4 of his term at this point. Second term, I should say.
Okay, so then were you judging Biden for inflation under his administration?
No, I have voted in the past. I voted for Hillary when she ran against Trump. So I'm not a hardcore. I would say I'm center right. So, I understood that inflation was a result of the Ukraine war and all that, so I didn't.
But Trump would have involved ourselves in that anyway.
Right. So yeah, I think any American president would. It was in our interest to, at the very least, slow down the Russian advance. So I think even if he would have been in office, he would have done the same thing.
Alrighty.
But it's politics, right? Politics doesn't need to make sense.
Okay. Well, like if you support someone like Hillary over Trump, then why wouldn't you support Harris over Trump?
Are you trying to say because it's a woman? I did not vote for her. I didn't vote for Trump because she's a woman. I don't care.
That's
That's
not what
not
I'm
an
saying that
important.
you did. I'm just asking you what's the relevant difference between Hillary and Harris that means that you would support one but not the other over Trump.
I just felt I knew. I mean, I'm 48, so I kind of grew up with Hillary. You know, she was the first lady. She was the Secretary of State. You know, so I felt I knew her very well. I felt that at the end of the day, despite her faults,